Marso Mafia, what's going on, y'all? We got Sneako ruined his career and started panicking. Video by Omizi. I ain't gonna lie, 2026 fool so far for Sneako. Good God, I didn't even realize in my last video that I did on him, I thought he got banned from the clubs and restaurants in Miami. This nigga Sneako is getting banned from clubs around the country, fool. His friends are leaving him. Shit getting bad, bro. But this is his fault, and we know that. Let's get into this video, man. Let's go.
You know, people will say, you know, he's not top G anymore. He can't fight anymore, etc. When I was in my prime, I did it. I get to live and sleep peacefully at night, knowing that when I was 20 something and I was in my prime, I used my youth and I did it.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. And or Sneako will say he's top G.
Oh,
no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Can I ask you about that? Sure. I'm curious because you guys have had a I don't know how much time you've had together, but I remember a long time ago, you guys, I think he went to Romania.
Yeah. He wanted to be me and he copied me for a very long time. And then eventually
he wasn't the only person though, fool. I couldn't, bro. Yo, I don't even have enough hands to count how many Andrew Tate copies there were since like 2021, 2022. Oh my God, bruh. Sneako was one of them, but he wasn't the only one. And he probably ain't gonna be the last, bruh. I still see people trying to do the Andrew Tate method. And to all you people that are, that shit is patched. That shit is vaulted. Stop. You're gonna get exposed for being fake and being a copycat. And some of these Andrew Tate clones be getting exposed for doing some wild shit too. I ain't gonna lie.
Via Fresh and Fit, he came out to see me. And then he was really weird. So I stopped talking to him. And for years, I didn't talk to him.
Oh, damn, he egoed him.
Many very weird things. And the only reason I'm not telling the story is because he loves attention so much that he wants me to tell the story.
Fair.
That's just who he is.
Fair.
And he's a weirdo. And I refuse to talk to him because he's very strange. And basically, I think his name is pretty good. You know, anyone who calls himself Sneaky. Hi, my name's Sneaky. Yo, to be fair, what man walks around and says, "Hi, my name's Sneaky, be my friend"?
I mean, you also call yourself Cobra Tate, so I don't know. I feel like it's kind of hypocritical coming from somebody who tries to embody a snake.
Like, no, just being a little prick on the internet, like a little girl crying about me all the time, because that's how he gets clicks. My name.
No way, gang.
Clicks.
Dude, if I love attention so much. You're going on a podcast tour about a song. You're burying your reputation right now. This is not a good look for you. It's embarrassing the fact that you call yourself the top G. And
it's embarrassing that you tried to copy him and you just let this nigga Andrew Tate call you an attention whore. And this might be the only time in like 3 or 4 years where I actually agree with Andrew Tate on this one, bro. Attention has become too much of your focus, and it's led you to do some stupid, dumb, and I'm trying my best to cut back on this word, but I gotta say it here, retarded shit. the most dumbest shit, bruh.
Is making you fold under pressure. The person who's supposed to be unfazed, hard to kill, the masculine essence who's not afraid of the Matrix is folding over a song. I literally don't have any wristbands. I'll figure it out.
Is that what Vicky? Hold on. Y'all can't tell me that this girl right here don't look smack like Wo Vicky, bro. I thought she came back. Oh, not that she's like dead or anything, but I just don't want Wo Vicky to come back into relevance, bro. Oh God, that was a horrible time.
I'll figure it out. He just told me to talk to him.
No way he's getting
one
banned.
thing at a time.
Tell the guy he doesn't need to come and film it. I just want to have a conversation, you and me.
Okay. Just stay over there, stay over there, stay over there.
Wow, no way you're a goofy goober.
Tonight is going to be a no, brother. All right,
I
think you know why.
Yeah, let's go.
Wow. Sneako's a real funny dude, man. His hard times are continuing as he is now facing the real life consequences and backlash from his whole Miami nightclub incident. Not only is he seeing the backlash from the different communities that were affected, not only is he seeing himself getting banned from these different places and spaces, but he's also losing the protection and comfort being around the collection of weirdos that he called friends. It's not just Tate that turned on Sneako.
He got denounced from all of his red pill, right wing, white supremacist friends. When they denounce you, oh yeah, you alone. That nigga is alone as fuck right now. He is on a remote island by himself.
Entire red pill community and their whole alliance turned on Sneako. And the way that you have known racists and anti-Semites turning their back on you lets me know that all of it was fake this entire time. If you're new to this and you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It goes a long way for us during this Ice-mageddon that we're going through in the South. Now, back into the video. If you didn't know, there's been like rifts in the red pill community for a long time. As some of these characters go further into nonsensical dissension, people have been turning their back on them, you know, dispelling them from these groups, etc., for the past couple of years. Most notably though, in this is the Andrew Tate and Sneako beef. They've had tension for the past, what, year, 2 years at this point? And things were ignited earlier this month with the whole Venezuelan takeover from the US government. Now, there were some other things to that beef, some questions about morality. I'm not gonna get into it because it's kind of political, plus, you know, might get clapped up over it. But ultimately, it was two egos, zero accountability being had. And honestly, it's funny because all of that leads up to this boiling point that we're at right now. Now, remember with that tension that sits in the air, it would make no sense for these guys to have any sort of meetup or collision anytime soon. Both of them kind of got really disrespectful about each other, so why would they be seen in the same room? Unless it was for a look, which I'll get into a little later. But a fast recap of the Miami situation, the loser Avengers collected and connected.
You know what was so crazy? Myron was the main one being vocal with the lyrics and all that. He was saying it the most. Sneako was kind of holding back, saying it in the bus and in the club a little bit. But Myron was the main one who was vocal. But Sneako is the one who's getting the most backlash. You want to know why? Because people are realizing that what he's doing is a grift. Now, do I think Myron's grifting to a certain extent? Slightly. But some of the shit that this nigga Myron says, I believe that he deems it to be true, and he doesn't. And he's not grifting on those things. But yeah, it's so crazy seeing the duality of that shit, because Myron was the main one being vocal, yelling the HH shit, but Sneako is the main one getting all the backlash, bruh. All of it.
A song that is banned in the
mainly because everybody already knows that Myron's kind of a anti-Semite anyway.
And in the club, they got called out on it. Sneako was the fall guy in the whole situation. Everybody pointed their fingers at Sneako when they came back. They started burning bridges left, right, and sideways. Whole establishment started banning the group, but most notably Sneako from going to different places and spaces. And the whole internet started piling up on Sneako, which activated his fight or flight response.
I think Sneako played the song.
Yeah.
I think Tristan.
And also, bro, why would you do this in Miami, where a majority of the clubs in Miami are owned by a Jewish nigga? Like, what the Yo, this is why you gotta look into things before you do stupid shit like this, bruh. Because with the power that he has, he's probably gonna get you banned from every club in this country. Good luck having fun in the USA. Yo, I gonna have to go to you can't even go to Romania, can you? Yo, I gonna have to go to fucking Belarus or something.
Explicitly told me that Sneako played the song.
If Sneako played the song, Sneako played the song. I don't think that any of them are deeply anti-Semitic genuinely. I think they're just kids. It gets a reaction. They think they're funny. They're on the internet. I really didn't do anything wrong. I understand why some people were offended. I got on a bus. Full-grown men made decisions while I sat on my phone. I then got off the bus and stood in a nightclub while other people played songs while I sat on my phone.
Now remember, there were 6 other grown men involved in this situation. And for what it's worth, Sneako wasn't even the one who was like boisterous about the song. Hell, he couldn't even say
oh my, me and him easier thinking of like, Are you watching me, Omizi? Are you watching me? I literally just said this though. Like, that's crazy.
Words, which I think is an indictment on who he is in all of this. Like, you're faking it until you make it to impress a bunch of dudes. That shit is kind of weird, gang. But somehow, some way, some shape, some form, some fashion, Sneako is the one to blame, not Myron, who was gung-ho about the song, throwing it up, going hard, banging his head. Not Nick Fuentes, who was also bobbing along to the song. But for some reason, you had everybody, like Tristan Tate, Andrew Tate's brother, point the fingers at Sneako. And it's crazy because only until receipts showed themselves do we find out that it actually wasn't Sneako. It was Fresh and Myron who were saying like, yo, we need to play this song. Oh yeah, he's telling Nick right there. And then I think he whispers it to the girl right there to go. Or maybe that's Walter. He's telling Walter to play it.
Let's kick the ugly bitches. He's gonna get them to play HH.
Look at him. Now, Myron's a degenerate himself. We know that. I'll get to that in 2 seconds because I think he also plays a pivotal role in this entire conversation. But I believe that a lot of people saw this moment in time as an opportunity to kick Sneako's back in. Because even after going to that Miami nightclub, knowing that Myron was the one who prompted the song, Fresh went to a podcast and totally lied, totally undercut this whole situation.
So you were out that night with Andrew Tate and Sneako and everybody. In general, do you think, because to me it seemed like you and Tate weren't about that Nazi.
Not at all.
Wow.
What is exactly your view on that, man?
So again, I know why the guys are doing it. It's for clicks and for content. Now, the thing that's anti-Semitic, honestly, no. But for me,
Oh my God, this nigga just copied what Andrew said. Yo, did they all use the same script? What the fuck?
I'm not here to make anybody feel comfortable or feel bad. I'm just doing this, for example, for content where like people have a value. So for me, it was like, okay, that salute and what they went through, bro, that is not my battle to fight. It's just not. So
that's nasty, bro.
I respect their community, what they do, and for me to push an agenda on that, why would I do that?
Yeah.
I live here. My friends are Jewish. Like, to me, it's like
I have Jewish friends. My partner's Jewish. Come on, bro. Don't you, bro? In 2026, we have to end the friends rebuttal or the friends argument. I have insert marginalized, oppressed group of people here. Friends. How can I be racist, anti-Semitic, all that? Like, bro, please, for the love of God, trash that shit. Trash that shit in 2025. If you use that rebuttal in 2026, you deserve to get smited. You deserve to get a meteor thrown on your body.
me coming to your house and spitting in your face. Not respectful at all. So I find it disgusting, honestly.
This type of nasty behavior happened pretty much the entire weekend and throughout this whole fiasco where people were seen during this situation celebrating the song, having fun, laughing, giggling, and all this other stuff like that. And now they are contradicting themselves. Fresh asked the DJ to play. Now he's morally outraged because he has friends that are Jewish, he lives there, all these other things like that. Andrew Tate could have left but sat there as they played the song and let them use him for views. But now it's not right at all. And now we're sitting here at a time in which we can kick Sneako's back in because somebody had to be the fall guy and, you know, it's convenient. Now, after that whole Miami nightclub incident, Sneako felt the backlash almost immediately. The next day when he tried to apologize, that's when a friend of his, who seemingly is Jewish, came to the internet while Sneako was streaming and told him like, yo, it's fuck you, guys. That was messed up.
You know you're banned from everything now, right? You smoked yourself. He's been in my vlogs. It's this promoter. This promoter who's been in my vlogs. He's been a friend of mine for a while. We've had back and forth. He's a Zionist, and he just said I'm banned from everything. Call him. Let me call him.
The racist.
Hey, what's up? I'm streaming right now.
Damn.
I can see that.
Y'all heard how you just got on the phone? The racist.
Yeah, he was like, hold on, correction, you're a racist. The fuck you mean?
No, he's good.
So I'm banned from everything?
That's what I hear.
From who? Who said that?
You're banned from virtually, am I on stream? I don't want my face on stream.
Oh, okay, yeah, just put your voice.
You're virtually banned from every single hospitality group in the United States.
Like what?
Tao Group, Groot Hospitality.
He can't go nowhere in the States to have fun. That's tough. That's tough. Yo, actions have consequences, bitch ass nigga. Yo, actions have consequences. when you do bullshit like this, it just have consequences. And again, why would you do this in Miami? Like, the biggest club owners are Jewish. Like, what are we even talking about, bro? I ain't gonna lie, you might not be able to do this anywhere in any like big state for real. Obviously, if you do this in New York, done. You do this in Cali, done. Like, she have a better luck trying to do this shit in Wyoming.
Hatred group at virtually every restaurant.
Watch Sneako's face during this moment. Like, watch him.
You're pretty much banned for your anti-Semitic remarks.
And from every restaurant and nightclub, yo bitch ass gonna have to go to McDonald's, fool. That's tough.
Absolute racism and your hatred towards Jews. I thought we were friends.
We are friends. You don't want to be friends anymore?
Oh, I haven't been your friend in over a year, my man. You're an anti-Semitic.
Look at it go from the smile to the...
It's blatantly disgusting. It's very, very offensive. You know, I've hosted you thousands of times, taken care of you. I've been a true friend.
Look at his face.
And all I've ever received from you is hatred, racism.
Reality hitting his dumb ass.
When have I been racist or hateful towards you?
When you play HH in a club, dickhead, that's when you're racist. That's when you're anti-Semitic. That's when you're all of these things.
Sneako. Like, brother, for someone with a massive head like myself, you would think, there'd be some brains in there, you know what I'm saying? There'd be a little bit of brains in that motherfucker. No. Just accountability. Ooh, over this nigga head. Taking responsibility for your actions. Ooh, over your head. Empathy to be able to feel how your actions affected these people. Over this nigga head. He just said to this man, how was I ever racist or anti-Semitic towards you? You played HH, dickhead. You just said fuck him and all his people, basically. And Sneako's rebuttal to that was, I didn't say anything personally about him. It's not about what you said personally about him. He took what you said about his people personally. Because those are his people. And if you can disrespect my people like this, who the fuck says you ain't gonna do the same to me? Period.
I thought this was one of those moments in which he could just do whatever he wants, say whatever he wanted, etc., etc. But I guess he overestimated his status in all of these conversations. And it really, really got under his skin when everybody decided to flip on him. When he got on the live stream that same night with Myron and he saw that Myron wasn't defending him. You can see his face throughout that whole interaction. Wow. It just screams like, oh, wow, I fucked up because I'm going to be the one who gets the hit for this. When you see the live stream the next day or so with Aiden Ross where he can...
Yeah. These red pill niggas preach brotherhood, camaraderie, having your brother's back. But when it's shit like this, you see how much these red pill niggas turn tail and shuck and jive and shit. I told you, but I've been telling niggas since 2023, these red pill motherfuckers are full of shit. They don't practice what they preach at all. These motherfuckers is preaching brotherhood, camaraderie, standing behind your brother just to do some shit like this. Just to turn tail and do some shit like this. When Myron was the most vocal out of everybody. He was dancing, shouting, screaming it, all of it. And he is jumping ship on your ass.
Completely gets bitched in real time for overreacting and not keeping it 100 or not being consistent with him, ultimately to get called a tampon by Vitali. You can see Sneako's world getting flipped upside down.
Oh my God. So not only did he get bitched by Andrew Tate, his friend, his so-called friend, not friend anymore, Myron Gaines, Tristan Tate, he got bitched by Vitali. Oh my God, it's over. It's over. How do I tell you?
Listen to this song. This should not be something that people try to distance from.
I don't care. I'm not. I just offended you, bro. I don't care. Why are you telling me? I don't give a fuck. Go tell people that are not having your back. I literally just said that. I'll talk to you later. Sorry, I
appreciate it. Vitali, welcome home.
All right.
Bro.
Welcome home, Sush. Good to see you.
You're a fucking bloody tampon,
All right.
Sheesh.
Say get a new tampon. Oh my goodness, he's gonna get upset.
Bro, what the fuck happened?
I don't, dude. I don't. I really don't understand.
coming?
I tried that too. You can't, you can't really. It's not about. I don't really know. I feel bad.
And then you have the real disrespect. Andrew Tate goes on a tirade talking about how Sneako is irrelevant. They use him for clicks. They've never been friends. They haven't been friends for years. All this other stuff. Tate goes on a podcast tour belittling Sneako for what he has done and how Sneako has used him and the fact that they just aren't cool like that. It's actually quite insane to watch in real time.
People are saying you sold Sneako out, saying that Sneako was the person who played the song in the club. And I thought that was a little...
I keep seeing this dude everywhere. He interviewed Clavicular and Andrew Tate in the past and Jay Waller and a bunch of other people. Does he just interview red pill people or does he just interview everybody? I don't know.
Character for you, but with everything you've just said, having been through a lot, it's just kind of like, let me avoid another tragedy.
Yeah, the problem with talking about him is he likes it because he needs it for his stream. So he's going to take this clip and he's going to sit on his stream to his few viewers and he's going to make a big deal of it. First things first, I don't think I sold him out and I'll tell you why. Firstly, he hasn't been my friend for a very long time. He's not my boy.
Yikes.
He's not like Tristan.
Yikes.
You know, I hung out with him years ago when he was emulating me, trying to be me desperately. I made his career by speaking to him. Otherwise, he would have stayed a nobody forever. Instead of showing me thanks for that, he started... Every time I wouldn't reply to his texts.
He wasn't... One thing I will say, and this isn't me defending Sneako or whatever, but... He wasn't a nobody when he started hanging around Andrew and shit. Like everybody knew Sneako for the past and the great videos he had and the great takes he had and shit like that when he was actually truth seeking and not grifting. And it's crazy how the shift came, bro. Because at first he was truth seeking. We were getting good videos, shit like that. And then the money started coming in, and this nigga started grifting. That's how I feel it happened. But yeah, man.
Go on stream and cry in some way and complain about it.
I'm pretty sure Sneako had like close to 1 million subs when him and Andrew Tate met, though.
It was very bitchy. It was very weird. Like he'd beg to be my friend one side and then do a stream insulting me the next side. Back and forth, anything for views. Very strange. And I'm not the only person he did it to. And then I said to Tristan, anyone who names themselves Sneako, like you're naming yourself Sneaky. Imagine I was saying, hey, my name's Rat. It's a fucking shit name and it's weird. Sneaky doesn't matter. When this controversy's over, he's going to have to go back to making videos no one watches, trying to find some other controversy. He's not in business. He's not making any money. He's not close to the Trump family. He's not moving politics.
Yikes.
No Hollywood actor wants him. He isn't connected to the royal family in Dubai. He isn't doing anything. He's not in a position where if he says the wrong thing, the royal family in Dubai will say, sorry, you can't have your political protection and your golden visa. Sorry, we can't give you the Emirati passport anymore. Like he's at such a low level. He doesn't even contemplate the world above him. He doesn't understand why some people can't do what he's doing.
Now, I think Andrew Tate unearthed a lot in that conversation, and there was definitely some hypocrisy and stuff like that, because he's definitely using him as a shield in this conversation. But it ultimately goes to show two things. One, these guys never really had your back. They were never really your friends. They were never any of this stuff. You abandoned that whole life that you were going down and the path that you were going down in the first half of your content.
But also, to be fair, when you're slimy and sneaky to other people, that shit gonna come back around to get you. It's gonna come right the fuck back to you. I've been hearing hella stories from people who know Sneako, and they're like, "Yo, bro, this nigga shady as hell." Like, and they don't know why, because he wasn't shady at one point, but now he is. When you're a shady, slimy person using people, this, that, and the third. It's only a matter of time before that shit come back and get your ass.
Creation journey to align yourself with guys that were ultimately going to leech off of you in order to get you and your audience hooked to their stuff, but ultimately turn their back on you when it saw fit. And right now, based off of the conversations with the powers that be, it seems as though this is the time to turn their back on you. And number two, it is interesting though, the point about you needing him for clicks. Sneako needing Tate in order to drive viewership. And I would attribute this to this whole controversy content era that Sneako or Myron or Andrew or Clavicular, whoever, falls into. The only reason why that stuff was even relevant at the time it was is because it was controversial. It was poppy. It was clicky. People had fun because they felt like free speech was under attack. attack because you guys told him free speech was under attack, and it just got super edgy. But you guys got less clever about it on the day-to-day, got really on the nose about it, switched your moral stance while still preaching that you need to have a moral stance every now and again, and now you look like a jackass when people turn their back on you. I saw a clip not too long ago of Nick Fuentes criticizing Myron Gaines for wearing a anti-Semitic costume, one that makes him look like a stereotypical Jewish person, and he gave him harsh criticisms.
That's so true. $50. God.
That coming from Nick Fuentes is so fucking ironic. I don't even gotta play the clips, bro. Y'all haven't seen the clips of Nick Fuentes saying shit about Jewish people. Dog, this nigga has no right to call out Myron, bro. Now, what Myron did is fucking crazy, but this nigga's a super coon and a piece of shit. What did you expect? But out of all people, Nick has no right to call this nigga out at all.
Bless you. But how about Myron doubling down on his intros? Hashtag shut it down.
I don't like that stuff. I think it's silly. You know, I think that stuff like that, I mean, to the extent that you do the edgelording, I think less is more. I think, if you do it once in a while, maybe it can be funny, but, you know, wearing the Cookie Monster thing everywhere, the Klan outfit, the fucking Jew costume, I think there's a fine line with that stuff where it can be funny, but then if you do it too much, it crosses over into self-parody. And I think it's silly, but I like Myron, but that's not my style.
Candlebar sent $20.
Now this is totally ironic coming from Nick Fuentes, who is wearing the quarter zip, and the type of quarter zip that he's wearing is a reference to Jeffrey Epstein. I think it's all pretty weird, but the stuff that he's saying is absolutely true. This is like when you and your friends do a little game where you do these fingers or put the little 3 circles below your waistline and you're doing the punching game. And it was cool while you were in 7th grade, but in 8th grade, everybody kind of grew up, but you're still doing it. And now in front of the girls in your class, they're making you feel like a loser for doing the same things they did. Yeah, this is the situation that these guys who still participate in controversial content sit in. Hell, even this morning, Kanye West put out a
holy hell. For those I've heard, 25 years ago, I was in a car accident that broke my jaw. Yeah, I'm a pause that there if you want to read it, but
a long apology to the Jewish community and to the Black community to some extent about all the anti-Semitic rhetoric and anti-Black rhetoric that he's been putting out for the past couple years. So now you guys are left holding the bag looking like jackasses. And when the cool kids in the circle game situation turn their back on you, all you can do is scrimp and scramble and try to figure out ways to get back in their good graces. Instead of just saying that like, yo, it's dumb, Sneako and Myron continue to double down in the bit. They keep throwing the circles up. They keep
I hope y'all realize when people tell you some shit's fucked up or whatever, or people are bashing you, and it's a big collective of people bashing you, and you're doubling down. You keep this whole doubling down edgelord shit gotta stop, bro, because it's going to lead to the destruction of your career. Sneako, you are falling off. Myron, I haven't tuned into a fresh and fit stream in a long fucking time, but apparently the views been down on that shit too. So this whole doing the controversial antics, doubling down on this HH shit and whatever, bro, when y'all are wrong, you're wrong. And if y'all were real men, like y'all say, y'all are a real man admits when he's wrong. Y'all were dead ass wrong for doing this shit. So stop doubling down and just admit you're wrong. Because if you don't, boy, yo,
little hand gesture. And so now you're sitting here with a bunch of burnt bridges. You're getting thrown under the bus by Walter and every other friend that you have, or I should say, friend that you had in the industry. How you seemingly can't even come into the brand risk event. Now, they did ultimately let him in, but it's still funny for the bit. But now here you are in real time trying to convince a collective of people that, hey, they also did the thing. Why aren't they standing with me? While everybody else is either apologizing, moving on, saying that it's wrong, whatever the case may be. And they're leaving you out to dry. Now, I have a prediction for Sneako going forward. He's gonna.
It's so crazy, bro. It's too late for him to apologize now. He's already doubled down so hard. There would literally be no point in him apologizing now. Now I know this is probably gonna be somebody's probably gonna be like, oh, what you just said before, isn't that contradictory? Bruh, no, because all he has to do is just not talk about it anymore and move on. But I guarantee you that's not what he's gonna do. He's gonna keep on talking about this shit. Like a dumbass, like an idiot.
Try to go on different people's platforms. He's going to try to rectify these situations by, you know, saying that it wasn't just him or it wasn't a big deal. And people are going to continue to use him for content for the next couple weeks. But after that, he's just going to go back to the same old song and dance and grifting gimmick that he's been getting off for a little while now. He'll spin up his religious tropes. He'll even go at...
Speaking of that, I guarantee you, and I'm going to call it right here, it's about 6 p.m., 7 p.m., January 27th, 2026. I'm telling you right now, within a couple months to a year, Sneako is going to drop that Muslim shit. I'm telling you right now. In a couple months to a year, he is going to drop that Muslim shit entirely and move on to another religion or move on to another grift. Because I've been saying this shit since I first seen him do them. I'm like, bro, at first it seemed like, okay, yeah, he's turned over a new leaf. But as soon as I saw him on a stream with Nick Fuentes, I was like, oh, yep, nah, fuck, he's cooked. That Muslim shit is about to be here, there, and gone. Yeah. And not to mention, all of my real Muslims, they think this nigga is a clown. A full-on clown. They don't respect him. Nobody respects somebody that just willingly lets people walk all over their religion. Nick Fuentes and Clavicular in that one stream were literally walking all over being Muslim. And Sneako just sat there and took it like a good little bitch.
Attacking some of these guys for where they're morally corrupt, but at the end of the day, the music is playing, Sneako, and the walls are closing in. It's time to wrap this shit up ASAP, my brother, because the only reason why people are watching you so intentfully now is because they want to see your demise and they want to see your downfall. The collective that was even cool with being seen with you in public has now turned their back on you. And I don't know where you go from here since you were, you know, morally flip-flopping for the past 3 years, but I'm excited to see. You know why? Because I get to make a video about you, gang. That's it.
I do too. You feel me?
Anything new, innovative, or creative that is like forcing people to sit down and get glued to their phones. No. You're Jack Dohertying it at this point. Like, people are watching you crash and burn, and that's all you're good for at this point.
Shout out to Omeezy for this video. That boy done spoke nothing but facts, man. I ain't gonna lie, Omeezy is hitting 500K this year. 500K or more. I'm telling you that right now, bro. Video's been fired. I've been watching him for years. But yeah, Sneako, you did this to yourself. I obviously don't feel bad for you. And yeah, you think you're getting hella views now, and oh, I still have my core fan base. I'm still getting 10K views on. Bro, these niggas are here to watch you crash and burn. You're like Monster Jam for these niggas. They want to see you crash. They want to see you hit some shit. They want to see you bump, and they want to see you fall out. I don't know about fall out, but on the Monster Jam part. But yeah, these niggas want to see your demise, bro. And I know I've said this in the last end card that I did, the last time we reacted to Sneako, but bro, it is just so disheartening. See, like, bro, Sneako from 2017, 2018 would look at 2026 Sneako and be like, what the genuine fuck happened to you? You're selling out and doing these gimmicks for attention and money. Some shit that and I hate to be this person would, bro, but bro, the old Sneako would not go for any of this, bro. Period. And in my honest opinion, the old Sneako was smarter. This new Sneako is dumb as a motherfucker. I hope old Sneako is still in there at some points. When Sneako came back to YouTube officially, I thought it was gonna be different. I really fucking did. But it's not. And all I can do is commentate on it, make a video about it, and I was gonna say hope for the best, but after these situations, bro, I'm hoping for the worst. Oh man, but let me know what you think about this in the comments. I love y'all so much. Marso Mafia the gang, Marso Mob the squad, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.